Getting into hill country now. This is still Tuesday morning at about 9:30 a.m. And off to the right would be Uvalde, Texas, and off to the left is Camp Wood. Straight ahead, if you could go through the mountain hills, would be Lakey. It's L-E-A-K-E-Y, pronounced Lakey. Beautiful morning for a cruise. No traffic. Temperature 33 degrees. Pretty damn nice. See, that's the hill country straight ahead. Pretty area of Texas. If you ever get to Texas, you want to check it out, you'd go to, well, Bandera would be all right. Of course, you got Lakey, L-E-A-K-E-Y, Camp Wood, Concan, Utopia. They made a movie there. Robert Duvall, I think he has a place there. Utopia, Texas. Then you got Medina. Well, not Lake Medina, but Medina, Texas. But it's pretty here. I enjoy this. I really enjoy this drive. And these are the things I enjoy. I know y'all have other things to do than watch driving videos through the Texas hill country. And fine with me. I'm just doing this to have something to do to keep me awake while I'm driving. It's just, there's no cars, man. None. I've been driving for, 45 minutes, and I've seen one car, a pickup. I still don't know the number of this road, but it cuts across from Brackettville, Texas, over to the road that goes to Camp Wood from Uvalde. Big ranches out here, a lot of deer hunting. Yeah, it's a interesting area. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of the area around Carrizozo. Those could be the mountains around Ruidoso or Capitan. Only difference is around Carrizozo, you're not going to see any trees. No, ain't going to happen. Well, there might be a few in town, but by and large out in the desert there, it's just creosote brush. I was thinking about driving over to Lakey, but I think I'm just going to get up here to this stop sign wherever it is, turn around and go back. Why? Well, I got some things I want to check on. I'm still checking on places in cooler part of the world. I like New Mexico. I have to tell you, I just keep coming back to that area. The Ruidoso area is good. Cloudcroft area is good. But for some reason, if I'm going to be somewhere in a cabin or a condo or whatever, Taos area really appeals to me, and that's just me. I'm telling you. But I've stayed there a couple of times, as I mentioned in another video, and it's quite nice. So if you go to the right here, you go to Uvalde. If you go to the left, you go to Camp Wood, which is just a little hill country town right across the Nueces River. And there is a little water in the Nueces River. There is a big RV resort there right on the river, and you can pay by the year and leave your RV there. A lot of people do. I think it's like $300 a month, $3,600 a year. So Rusty's just going to turn around and go back through the Border Patrol checkpoint. Oh, here it is right here. We're going to be going west on Highway 334. How about that? And we ain't going to be in a hurry. Nope. Because I got all day with not a hell of a lot to do. Actually, nothing. But I did make, in my Instant Pot, it's 30 miles to Brackettville. That's where I got to go. But I did make a soup in my Instant Pot chicken noodle soup. I used some egg noodles and some stuff. I found a recipe and made me some soup. I made a lot of it too, because you can freeze it. And but we're cruising, guys. 40 miles an hour, not bad. Isn't this a good way to enjoy a morning? A cold morning like today, 33 degrees, wind out of the, I don't know, east. No, I'm not sure about that. I'm going to say it's probably out of the north. On and on we go, guys, one day at a time, and one day I won't be here. Is that bad? No, it's the way it is. Thank goodness we don't live forever. But now in the United States of America, we are males and females. That's my only political comment in this video. Is that political? No, there's no politics in that at all. Males and females, can you believe that? We finally came to our senses after being asleep for many years. Another thing I like, and then I'll shut up, is you will be judged on your ability. Is that amazing? For federal jobs, college admissions, all that sort of thing. If you can do it, you get it. I love it. I love it. It was that way when I was growing up. If you were capable, you got the job. If not, you didn't. But on and on we go, guys. The world's changing all the time. I'm changing all the time. You're changing. What is that coming out of the road? Is that a vehicle? My goodness. After 1 hour, I have finally seen a vehicle. What in the world should I do? Oh, there's actually a little subdivision out there, because there's about 25 mailboxes, and there's roads out there I can see on the left. So they got a little subdivision there for people that live in and work in Uvalde, which is about, I think it's about 20 miles from here. But isn't this nice? Don't you? I just love this. This is living to me, man. This is living. And I know somebody said, that's living? This guy's a nut. I mean, put him away. Well, I'm me, you're you, and that's it. Must be 50 ways to leave your lover. I've been listening to some of this Sirius XM stuff. Escape, Yacht Rock, Spa, Watercolors. And yeah, it's pretty nice. And I don't know how long it'll last. I don't even know whose name it's in. I may have a lifetime subscription to Sirius Satellite. I hope so. This Toyota Prius is really, really a nice car. Now, this is the base model, the LE, and they make a higher levels, but the only thing that changes is you get an electronic mirror. This has a manual rear view mirror, perfect. I love it. But it doesn't have an automatic dimmer, all that crap, And it's a pretty basic car, even though it has a lot of those cute little things like lane control, and forward crash collision, and fancy cruise control, what they call it, distance stuff. No, but we're good, man. Yeah, I went through the manual and went through the settings and turned off a few things, not many. And yeah, so I've got it set up my way. Also, they also have several different views of the quote dash or the thing where your speedometer is, and I've got the simplest one I could find. Yeah, on my dash it shows the temperature, the time, the range, and your current total miles. Yeah, it's 9:30. We got 540 miles range and 33 degrees Fahrenheit. This is a biggie, isn't it? This is a biggie. I remember I worked at a newspaper in Victoria, Texas for 10 years, 1975 to 1985, before most of you were born. And I remember this guy named Henry Wolfe. He wrote a book, or a couple of books actually. Great journalist, great journalist. You know, he was a stringer, or whatever you call it. He was a freelance reporter, and we paid him for his stories as he delivered them. He made pretty good money. We paid him quite a bit. But he covered 16 counties, you know, little county fairs and events and stuff, and sometimes he'd just go in a coffee shop and come out with a story. And all those little small towns in southwest or south Texas, Victoria, Texas area, that Gulf Coast area. And yeah, people loved that. I mean, he was the reason that thousands of people in those little communities subscribed to the newspaper. But he did write a story one time about what he called writer's block. And what that was is every now and then a journalist they can't get started. You know, they can't, it just doesn't want to go. You know, like a writer of a book, you know, may reach a point where they just can't come up with the words or whatever. And so what he did, he wrote an article about writer's block, all right? And that got his pump primed, and away he went again. But so this is kind of what this is. You know, this is what you'd call content block. You know, I'm trying to come up with a new string of content, and you know, without the RV or RV way of life, where I'm going to different places and different scenes and stuff, you end up with a little content block. But either I'll work out of it, or y'all will see 1,000 driving videos. And we're doing all right. I mean, the channel is doing fine. I'm pleased, very pleased, actually surprised. But it is something to do, man. And George Burns said it. I've said it many times. You got to have a reason to get out of bed. That's a fact. Particularly when you're retired and have been retired for 25 years. Yeah, you got to work on that. And know your limits, because you know you don't want to do something that's going to damage your health. I almost did. You know, I could have. I was going to go down to Mexico and live. Actually, in my mind, I was thinking, hell, why don't you just go down there and live? Shit, you know, Lake Chapala. And no, it was a good thought. It just didn't dawn on me, and I didn't think about the parasite that can cause you to have some intestinal issues, as in diarrhea, for a long time. And yeah, you can. Yeah, I'd had it in Mongolia, and I'd had it in Mexico before for short periods of time. But in Mongolia, I had it, for a year. You know, mess. You know? So I didn't want to take a chance now at losing my health, because that's what makes me enjoy life. I feel like getting up and doing things. You know, I still feel like getting out amongst them, so to speak. Not like I used to. And, you know, like this here is this getting out amongst them, driving down a highway at 40 miles an hour. It is to me. I mean, jeez, this is a high level activity to me. Well, it's too cold to go walking. I mean, I could bundle up and go take a walk, but again, you're taking some chances. You get out there and get chilled and end up with a flu or some kind of cold. Those can be quite hard on older folks. So, but knock on wood, my head, health's been okay, and I want to keep it that way. And on we go, guys. The simple life, but the simple life is not all that simple. You have to work at the simple life. All right, now we're coming into Kinney County. That's the county I live in, Kinney, Kinney County, Texas. That includes Bracketville, Del Rio. No, it doesn't. It doesn't include Del Rio. It's Bracketville, Fort Clark Springs, maybe one other little town. What do y'all have planned for the summer? We got spring coming up on us here in another couple of months, here in Texas, spring could come in, 1st of March. Winter will be over here, I'm going to say first week of February, second week of February. Any chance of any really cold weather will have gone right on by. Y'all know where Live Oak Creek is? Right here. Just past Live Oak Creek. Live oak is a tree, an evergreen. Has acorns. Little squirrels love them. And they live a long time. Mesquites do too. Well, ladies and gentlemen, have I kept you awake long enough? Well, I have to tell you, this could be a good sleeping pill. Just turn it on and put your head on a pillow, and next thing you'd be sound asleep. I guarantee you. And that's where I want to keep my video. I want them to be relaxing. I want them to be stress relievers. I want them to be action-free, music-free stuff, I want you to relax. I don't want you to be challenged. I want you to just relax, enjoy your life, and hopefully your blood pressure goes down. But be that as it may, thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime. Use the Amazon link in the description of all of my videos, or most of them. It doesn't cost you anything. You just click on the link, go to Amazon, and buy what you want. I know, but I understand it's an extra step. I probably wouldn't want food with it either. And what else? Drink plenty of water, good for you. Stretch, walk, exercise, perfect. Take deep breaths, breathe in, breathe out, relieve stress. Take a deep breath and breathe out slowly. That relieves stress, and it does lower your blood pressure. If you don't believe me, if you've got a blood pressure device at home, do some breathing exercises. Breathe in, breathe out slowly. But before you do it, check your blood pressure, and then check your blood pressure after, and it will be lower, I guarantee you. So anyway, enjoy your life the best way you can. Stand guard at the door of your mind. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.